Greetings! Today we'll look at a couple of tools to take 5 years off of people. I downloaded this image from iStock because I don't think many of my clients would appreciate me using their before images to show you some of the retouching that I do. First off, we're going to look at a couple of different tools under the healing palette. They're located under this little icon here. We'll look at the spot healing brush to begin with. The spot healing brush is great for small areas. If you want to take out a wrinkle, say in the forehead, a couple of clicks here, and that does really well. One of the problems with the spot healing brush for doing large areas is sometimes you get some really unusual artifacting. Say I try to go under here and do this part. You can see right in here how there's some unusual little artifacting. So even if I try to fade that, that won't work. So for large areas, I'll go in and use the healing brush tool. Now the healing brush tool requires a sample area, and you want to get it fairly close to the texture you'll be replacing. If I go here and select some of this blurred background, I'll do an option click and select that as my source area. I go under here and you can see how it's almost too smooth. Even if I fade it, go into edit and choose fade, you can see how it does a good job, but it could be a little bit better. So I'll often find a place on a person's face that does not have any wrinkles, oftentimes under the cheek, and in this case I'll use the chin. I can go in, option click to select that, and come in here, and I'll run this under her eye. Now the texture is a little bit closer to the one I sampled down here. I'll go into edit fade, and I'll fade this down. Like I mentioned, I like around 65%. And you can see where it didn't take out everything, but it reduced it. This is where it was before, and this is where it is after, so it's a lot less. I'll do the same thing over here. I'm going to retouch out a little bit of this, edit, fade it to about 65 again. We're not removing all of the wrinkles, we're just reducing them. For large areas like here, a quick way to do it is to use the brush tool, which is B. I'll select a tonal range that is very close to the area I'm wanting to work on. So now that I have my color, I'm going to brush in here, and you can see where it's just way overdone, it's too obvious. Once again, I'll fade it, drop it down until I get close to where I want it to be. And now I can go over here to my history. I'll go before and after, and you can see how it's lightened this area up. Then you can gradually build this up. Say I want to take a few more wrinkles over here. You just slowly work it up. Fade brush tool. I'm going to go to 30%. And so now you can see how we've started to remove some of the wrinkles. There's a lot more that could be done. There is the before. You can see how it was with the wrinkles beforehand. And now afterwards, you can see how there's a lot been cleaned up. Hopefully you found this interesting. More to come.